Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. We discussed and proved the validity of the general principle that whenever there's a choice between a less qualified person and a more qualified person, common sense, reason, rationality, and the noble Quran and the sayings of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam clearly indicate that promotion and precedence and preference should be allocated to the person who is more qualified over the person who is less qualified. And anytime you have a choice between something better and something good, the better supersedes, and the choice is very clear. Having proved this matter from rationality and reason and the noble Quran and the Sunnah, now we are going to provide some instances from the actions and sayings of companions whom are respected by the Umari congregation and who are very esteemed and regarded very high. This is the book of Sharh Usul al-Sunnah by Lalkai, a book that is written by Lalkai, who himself was a scholar of hadith, and this book is quite acclaimed in the Salafi and in Umari scholarly circles. We go to page number 1392 of this book. The narration number 2673 narrates from Al-Shafi'i. Muhammad ibn Idris al-Shafi'i, the Imam of the Shafi'i sect. He states, أجمع الناس على خلافة أبي بكر. There's a consensus of people. People had consensus to make Abu Bakr Khalifa. واستخلف أبو بكر عمر. And Abu Bakr appointed Umar as his successor. ثم جعل عمر الشورى إلى ستة. Then Umar made a council of 6 people and asked them to make one of them their ruler, the caliph. فولوها عثمان. And those 6 people, they chose Uthman. قال الشافعي, and Shafi'i said, وذلك أنه اضطر الناس بعد رسول الله صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم. People were struck with their plight after Rasulullah صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم. The people were pressed into a dire predicament after Rasulullah صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم. اضطر الناس بعد رسول الله صلى الله عليه وآله. They were pressed into a dire predicament, into a dire situation after Rasulullah صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم. فلم يجدوا تحت عديم السماء. So they did not find anyone under the shadow of the sky. Under the sky, they did not, in the whole world basically, and they didn't find any person خيرا من أبي بكر, better than Abi Bakr. فولوه رقابهم. So they gave him the authority. Now, this is a clear assertion that Abu Bakr was given authority over Muslims because he was better. He was not only better, he was best. So it only confirms our assertion that the principle of give precedence to the better qualified person stands and is valid. كتاب معرفة السنن والآثار تأليف أبي بكر البيهقي. This book, page number 194, same assertion by Shafi'i. سمعت الشافعي اضطر الناس بعد رسول الله صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم إلى أبي بكر. People after Rasulullah صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم went to Abu Bakr in a dire situation. They did not find anyone better in the whole world than Abu Bakr. من أجل ذلك, for this reason that Abu Bakr was the best, استعملوه على رقاب الناس. They appointed him as their leader. So, because Abu Bakr is more qualified, apparently they say that he was made Khalifa. كتاب رياض النظرة by محب الطبري, volume number 2, published by Darul Gharb al-Islami, published here in 1996, page number 173, says why Abu Bakr is better, why Umar is better, why is this so? He says لا تنعقد ولاية المفضول عند وجود الأفضل. Because when there is a choice between mafdhul is less qualified, and afdal, this one, more qualified. When there's a choice between more qualified and less qualified, it's obvious that the rulership of the less qualified has never a legitimacy. It never attains any legitimacy as long as there is a person who's more qualified, he's present. So, لا تنعقد ولاية المفضول. The rulership of the less qualified person never attains any legitimacy. It never becomes binding. It never becomes legitimate when there is a person who is more qualified, he's present. So, in other words, the less qualified person can never be appointed as leader over a more qualified person. So, if Osamah is appointed a leader over Abu Bakr and Omar, it obviously follows that Abu Bakr and Omar are less qualified for leadership than Osamah. This is the book of روضة الناظرين وخلاصة مناقب الصالحين, written by Ahmad ibn Muhammad al-Witri al-Baghdadi, published in the year 1306 in the town of Jamaliya in Misr in Egypt. Page number 2. اعلم, beware, behold, أن جماهير أهل السنة والجماعة يعتقدون إن أفضل الناس, the vast majority, the exceeding majority of Ahl al-Sunnah wal-Jama'ah, the Umaris, they believe that the best person, أفضل الناس, the best person after the Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is whom? Abu Bakr, then Umar, then Uthman, then Sayyid al-Muslimin, Amir al-Mu'minin alayhi salam. وأن المقدم في الخلافة هو المقدم في الفضيلة. And they believe, furthermore, they believe the person who was prior in Khilafah, he is also higher in rank. Whoever is more prior in Khilafah, chronologically, he is also higher in rank. He is afdal, he is better. Why is that so? That is because لاستحالة تقديم المفضول على الفاضل. Because it's obvious, it's impossible in a fair world, and Sahaba obviously they did everything fairly, because it's impossible to promote the less qualified over qualified. Impossible to promote less qualified over the qualified. To promote the person who's good over the person who's better. That's not doable. لأنهم كانوا يراعون الأفضل في الأفضل. And Sahaba, it was Sahaba's conduct. They would be careful to give precedence to the person who's more qualified, and then after him again to the person who's more qualified. والدليل عليه. What's the reason for this? إن أبا بكر. The reason for this is Abu Bakr لما نص على عمر, when Abu Bakr appointed Umar as his successor, قام إليه طلحة. Talha stood up and addressed Abu Bakr and said, ما تقول لربك وقد وليت علينا فظا غليظا. What are you going to answer to your Lord when you die? And you have made a person Khalifa over us who is fadh and ghalidh, who is a stone-hearted, merciless, a very staunch person, a very stern character who is stone-hearted. قال له أبو بكر. Abu Bakr replied to him, and the reply of Abu Bakr is very, very interesting. فركت لي عينيك ودلكت لي عقبيك. فركت لي عينيك. فركت لي عينيك. What does that mean? Faraka means to make something becomes big. If something becomes big and bold, big. Something becomes big. That's faraka. Like faraka al-habbu fi sumbula. The grains have become big. Faraka. So you have made your eyes big on me. It means that you are staring at me. فرقت لي عينيك. You have made your two eyes big at me. ودلكت لي عقبيك. دلك means when you rub something and cleaning it by scrubbing. cleaning it by scrubbing and applying scent. Applying oil, scent, etc. Okay, that means dallaka. And aqibaik means the buttocks. And he says dallakta li aqibaik. Dallakta li. And li, that's very important. Li. aqibaik. Dallakta li aqibaik. You have gone and scrubbed and cleaned and put oil on your what? On your butt for me. Dallakta li aqibaik. Why would a person clean his butt and oil it and perfume it for someone else, except that he is implying that he is like whatever he's implying, it's dirty. Whatever he's implying is dirty, whatever. Okay, I will let you to imagine. وَدَلَّكْتَ لِي عَقِبَيْكَ. And you have come here. Abu Bakr says to whom? Talha. Talha says, why you are making Omar your successor? He replies, Abu Bakr gets mad at him. فَرَكْتِ عَيْنَيْكَ. You have made your eyes big at me. You are staring at me. وَدَلَّكْتَ لِي عَقِبَيْكَ. And you have come and, your butt, you cleaned your butt and oiled it and made it real nice and soft for me. وَجِئْتَنِي. And then وَجِئْتَنِي تَكُفُّنِي عَنْ رَأْيِي. And you have come here to change my mind. وَتَصُدَّنِي عَنْ دِينِي. And you have come here to convince me to change my religion. أَقُولُ إِذَا سَأَلَنِي. If Allah asks me who you appointed as your successor, such a person is fadh, ghalith, such a person is stone-hearted, cold-hearted, Omar, خَلَّفْتُ عَلَيْهِمْ خَيْرَ أَهْلِكَ. I will tell Allah that I have appointed the best person on earth. I have made him my successor. So if you did that, ya Abu Bakr, why didn't Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam do that also? At any rate, فَدَلَّ عَلَىٰ أَنَّهُمْ كَانُوا يُرْعَوْنَ الْأَفْضَلَ فَالْأَفْضَلَ. So this shows that the Sahaba, the companions, always would give precedence, would give preference, would give promotion, would supersede the person who is more qualified. And then after him, again, the person who is more qualified. This book is At-Tabaqat al-Kubra, written by Ibn Sa'd al-Basri, published by Dar al-Sadr in Beirut, Lebanon. Again, the same incident. Some companions of the Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam heard that Abu Abdurrahman ibn Auf and Uthman have gone to Abu Bakr. And so this one have gone and they are having some secret talks. So they went to Abu Bakr. One of them said to Abu Bakr, مَا أَنْتَ قَائِلٌ لِرَبِّكَ إِذَا سَأَلَكَ أَنْ اسْتِخْلَافِكَ عُمَرَ. How are you going to respond to your Allah, to your God, when He is going to ask you, why did you appoint Omar? وَقَدْ تَرَى غِلْظَتَهُ. And you know, he is such a cold-hearted person. He is such a pitiless, merciless, uncompassionate, unforgiving person. He is cold-hearted. وَقَدْ تَرَى غِلْظَتَهُ. You see how cruel he is. فَقَالَ أَبُو بَكْرَ أَجْلِسُونِي. Abu Bakr said, help me sit down. أَبِاللَّهِ تُخَوِّفُونِي. Are you threatening me of fear of Allah? خَابُ مَنْ تَزَوَّدَ مِنْ أَمْرِكُمْ بِظُلْمٍ. A person who abuses you and takes his abuse over you, his oppression over you, has his provision for the hereafter. Such a person is not successful. Such a person is damned. أقول اللهم استخلفت عليهم خير أهلك. I will say to Allah, oh Allah, I have chosen the best person to be my replacement, to be my successor. And this assertion by Abu Bakr, the claim that he has appointed the best person, the best qualified person as his successor, has been narrated through many various chains of narration. In the book of Sunan Sa'id ibn Mansur, volume number 5, page number 133, same thing. And the book of Al-Musannaf of Nabi Shaybah, volume number 17, published by Darul Qibla, page number 68, same thing. And the book of Al-Musannaf of Nabi Shaybah, volume number 20, page number 584, the same thing, that Abu Bakr, people complain to Abu Bakr that you are appointing someone who is very cruel, very unforgiving, and he doesn't have a compassionate heart. How are you going to answer to your Lord? And he said, I'm going to answer to my Lord that I appointed the best person as my successor. So all of these assertions of Abu Bakr and all of the arguments of those who argued against the appointment of Umar, all of them presuppose this principle as true, that the best person should be the leader. However, Abu Bakr believes it's Umar. They believe Umar is not the best person because he's cold-hearted. In the book of Tariq al-Madinah al-Munawwara by Ibn Shabbah, this book has been published in Saudi Arabia. In this book, page number 671, same thing, same narration of Abu Bakr when he appointed Umar as his successor, same conversation. فضائل الخلفاء لأبي نعيم الإسبهاني, published by Madinah al-Munawwara, same thing. اللهم يا رب استخلفت عليهم خير أهلك, same narration. And the book of نهج البلاغة, شرح نهج البلاغة by Ibn Abi al-Hadid al-Mu'tazili, volume number 9, year published in the year 1428, page number 260, he mentions the same thing. And also mentions that when Abu Bakr said to them that وَاللَّيْتُ عَلَيْهِمْ خَيْرَ أَهْلِكَ, I appointed the best person as their leader, ثُمَّ شَتَمَهُ بِكَلَامٍ كَثِيرٍ مَنْقُولٍ. Then he used profanity against Talha, and he swore at him extensively. That's the exact words of Ibn Abi al-Hadid. منهاج السنة النبوية لابن تيمية, volume number 8, published in 1986. Page number 226. وَمَنْ كَانَ هُوَ الْأَحَقُ كَانَ هُوَ الْأَفْضَلُ. Whoever is the best person, he is the one who is the most deserving to become Khalifa. فَإِنَّ أَفْضَلَ الْخَلْقِ مَنْ كَانَ أَحَقَّ أَنْ يَقُومَ مَقَامَ رَسُولِ اللَّهِ صَلَّى اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِ وَسَلَّمَ. The best person is the one who is the most deserving. أحق, most deserving. Most deserving. The best person is the one who is the most deserving to sit in the seat of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and sit in the seat of Abu Bakr and Omar. So clearly he says the best person is the one who is qualified, who is the most deserving person to sit in the seat of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So the principle that the best person should be made leader, should be given promotion, should be given precedence for any job, for any position, that is obvious per Ibn Taymiyyah also. Now, let's wrap this up. So, we also proved that the general principle that the better person should be promoted over the good person. The better is promoted over good. More qualified is always, should be always in an ideal world, if we are going to be fair and we are going to be right, should be given precedence over a person who is qualified. This we have proved through aql, rationality, Quran, Sunnah, and the actions of Sahaba as well. So, wa sallallahu ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala al-Tahirin.